Hey there, everybody. I am Aaron, and let's put on the I am serious hat uh, and my Elvis Costello glasses
Ooh.
because we are getting ready to talk TerraVision. It's just a few minutes before the announcement. Are you ready, Malcolm?
Yes, because I've got good feelings for this one.
We do. Like, if you watched last week's episode, then you know why we have good feelings. If you haven't, you should start watching because you never know what's going to happen in
Hello,
these.
Robert. Hello, William.
Who's going to pop up, like William and Robert and Steve there, like, hey, all. We are like, how many minutes are we away from this right now?
We're 8 minutes away.
That's not too bad. That's it. We are probably going to be doing an after show after this, by the way, just for those that are new. What we do is we'll be talking TerraVision only for this show. Though, if you want to still stay and talk about other things, join the cool kids. We do an after show where it's a lot more free flow. And there was an announcement from another company today, like one so far that we know of, and we're talking about another show, and we'll be going into some other stuff there as well. Do you have anything on the after party to unbox it, to unveil this time?
Yeah, I have those books.
There's books. We got books. And
Just so people can say, there they are right there, like big stack.
Yikes. And I'm going to bring in something probably related to the company that we're going to talk about, or one of the companies we're going to talk about. I do want to do an after party soon with maybe I'll do it on this one. I'm not sure. I want to do an after party soon talking soundtracks because I've
that'd
been
be interesting.
jonesing for for a Howlin' Wolf chat for a while. I'd like to get Wall on here sometime, actually, if I could. I got to reach out to him again. Wall is the guy that like runs Howling Wolf Records, and they put out some banger stuff that I listen to a lot. Maybe I'll show you guys the after party.
The best soundtrack ever is Bridget Jones's Diary.
See, that sounds like something Hin would say. But the best soundtrack ever is, you know what it is? It's the one I listened to when I worked at a bank. I used to work at a bank for a while, and so I'd go there every morning, and you do you put the money, like the money that comes in. First I'd go there for the Brinks truck to come in. Then the money would come into the back office. We count everything up, get everything situated, put everything into like their appropriate accounts. So that can be really kind of like, you got money, you got a machine. It can be really boring, guys. So I'd be listening to soundtracks, audiobooks, that type of thing. But one of the ones that like soothed me the most and got me was Tenebrae. I would listen to the soundtrack so many times, and it would just like, it would pop me in my zone. I'd be ready to count money. Hey, Monkey, welcome, man. Well, actually, we'll talk more about that in the after show because I do want to talk to the SAG-AFTRA. I'm not ducking the question. Right now, what we do is we go TerraVision on this one here, and then we'll do an after show, which is more of like a free for all kind of video vlog type of thing, and where we can do unboxings. I want to talk a bit about the SAG-AFTRA as well, how that's affecting the channel too.
Yeah,
because it is.
I know a lot of people have had a lot of problems with SAG, and I can easily talk about it because I had a girlfriend who had that issue. So,
oh no, it's a brand. There's no way you could have known. Like, it literally started last week, and the only reason for it basically is I just wanted to structure my channel a little bit better so people can come in, get the news you want to get, and if you want to be part of like kind of a more free flow type of conversation, we can do that as well. So as soon as this video ends, we'll be going right into what's called an after party, and we'll talk about announcements, like other things,
and answer questions and all sorts of stuff.
We get crazy with it. We get funky with it.
We get really funky with it.
Like I said, and I want to do very soon is we'll do a Patreon live where we can be like kind of the dark after show, the Playboy After Dark after show.
Ooh, that's when we get really.
Speaking of which, one thing I should shout out, put it right now, is hey there, Jimmy. Welcome, man. Hey there, Darth. The
Fitness in the house.
Patreon. On our Patreon, we did a video with my dad Mr. X, which I actually kind of love the way they did that. Uh, but it's like a play by cover challenge, and we're doing another one next week, but I'm altering it a bit because I was still working with kinks. Now, near the end of the video, my dad knows this. It got a little noisy, just a wee bit, but we've changed things up so that won't be the case next week.
I'm going to be honest. I was so glad that I wasn't using my earpods because I would have probably ended up,
Yeah, the after party is on this channel. It's like it's not a Patreon exclusive. Monkey, the after basically once this video ends, we come out, takes 5 minutes, come back in, we do the after party. The reason that we don't schedule it ahead of time is because we never know like what these announcements are going to be, so we never know how long it's going to take us. Well, actually, what do I think the new release is going to be? Last week, Joey, if you were here, I'm guessing you weren't. Brad Henderson popped into the channel. Into our chat, and he made some allusions which got Malcolm very excited.
Yeah, it did. And I'm going to tell you what it was right now. All right. He told me that it was going to be the animation Vortex movies, right? But the rare limited ones that add adult content in that nobody's ever seen because the guy who made it got arrested. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to
totally
that.
Not it, but no, it's one. It may be one that we had heard stuff on that we know is coming. But
if it's what it should be, and people have been watching this channel for a while on these things, they should know exactly what it's when I say it's my most hyped release from them.
It is. It is. It's one that you really like.
Yeah, it is that one. Am I mixed it up?
Oh, the Betty White is super. Yeah. This is my better half's favorite birthday gift that I got her. Actually,
everybody points that out.
It literally, like, I was gonna go back to right behind my movie shelf because for those that like don't know, I've got a lot of like movies over there, and most like movie YouTubers would be right smack dab behind the shelf. But this has kind of become iconic for my videos. Not Hell's Highway, actually. It may be, who knows? It starts with the letter S if it's the one that we think.
Well, wait one more minute and you'll find out.
We'll hopefully find it soon. I'm gonna look on the TerraVision. I got to make sure I got everything set up and ready to go. Did you notice, by the way, we can probably go in early because they did that new slipcover, and I kind of want to talk about it because actually it was really cool. Did you see the new slipcover?
You're talking about the Halloween special one?
Yeah, actually really dug that. There we go. We're right in there. So I'm a massive like TV fan, right? You guys know that. I love TV movies. Hey there, Jose. Yeah. Welcome, man.
It says their new release is Hell's Highway.
Did it come out already?
It says it here. It's right next to the Halloween special.
We do. It is Hell's Highway then. I love the cover on this. Let's go right to this. This came faster than I thought. I didn't think it was time yet. I thought it was like a couple minutes away. Maybe it came early this time. We know we thought it was going to be slashers. We can say that now.
Yeah, we thought it was, which is sad because I was open. Is this another shot
video? What do you know about Hell's Highway?
I don't know anything about Hell's Highway.
I'm going to check something here because there's something that I am legit like curious about, and I think it may make you excited. Because which Hell's Highway is this? Because I want to make sure it's the right
2002. It looks shot on video. Is it shot on video?
This is okay. This is an amazing cover, by the way. I'm not gonna. Oh, is this the guy that has Eyes of the Werewolf? By the way, I want Eyes of the Werewolf on.
Okay, it was. Thanks, Joey.
Do you remember Eyes of the Werewolf?
I do remember Eyes of the Werewolf.
Like, I won't say it's a great movie. Like, that would be kind of a lie. But I was a massive Stephanie Beaton fan for a bit. And for those that don't remember, Stephanie Beaton was like one of those like indie darling scream queens. To type of thing. And I really dug her. She was cute. She's really cute. I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for redheads. My first girlfriend when I was a little bitty, Erin, was a redhead actually.
Ah,
Yeah. Well, a girlfriend as much as you can be a girlfriend at like at that age, right? Because
when you're holding hands and dancing down the road,
perfume letters and all that type of stuff,
all that
I'm
stuff.
actually excited about this. I love this cover. I freaking love this cover, man. This is gorgeous. Like, do I know this movie? I don't know if I don't think I do. As far as it comes for like shot on video type of stuff, though, this is definitely more in my wheelhouse of what I want to see. Let's do their dramatic reading.
All right.
You ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. So we got, first off, there's a limited slipcover variant for 2,000 units. But here we go. Hell's Highway. 4 college friends take a fateful road trip on Hell's Highway, a direct route to terror. They pick up Lucinda, deviant hitchhiker with lust for the kill. The group thinks they have rid themselves of the vicious pickup, but she soon starts appearing around every corner and down every bend, like a murderous mirage. Is this the work of the devil or something else? And can anyone stop her killing spree? TerrorVision delivers another video store staple in director Jeff Leroy's Hell's Highway, anchored by deliciously mad performance by Phoebe Dollar as hitchhiker Lucinda Polonia. The film is presented on Blu-ray for the first time from a new HD master and packed with special features. Hop in and hold on for what Brain Damage describes as one sick, twisted, bloody ride. Special features include interview with Phoebe Dollar, interview with Joe Castro, interview with Jay Wolfel, and I apologize if I pronounced the name wrong, a Beverly Lynn commercial, a Jeff Leroy burn unit, trailer, and more extras to be announced, or to be determined, I guess. I just got to look at a cover.
I think the cover, if I'm honest, looks a bit generic, like old DVD style, which is good, I guess, for the actual movie.
That's what I want. I mean, like, I want more of that.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I was watching. Well, I talked to you about this. I was checking stuff after I did my 80s, 90s. Like, I did that box set, like ranking. I wanted more DVD style stuff. I want more DVD freaking like for those that are making Blu-rays now. Look back at the times of when DVD menus were out. I mean, DVD menus were the best menus.
They were.
Yeah. There was so much inventiveness put into them. Now it's like it's the same generic thing. Same with 4K, by the way. Same complaint is that it's movie, play movie.
They don't even have chapters anymore.
Scene selection and like special features. Does Malcolm regret subscribing? Do you regret subscribing?
I don't yeah, a little bit.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do a little bit. To be honest, I don't want to sound too negative because I haven't seen a lot of the movies. They might be masterpieces, when I get them. But I would say so far, the movies haven't looked that good. And I was hoping for a little bit more. But to be honest with you, there's people out there that love this stuff who's probably more excited than me. So,
well, that's the thing.
I'd say maybe out of the 25 announcements that I saw when they announced them, I was really excited about 3 of them. So it ain't a complete waste. It's just as it is.
Well, I got to ask, what are the 3 you're most excited about out of the 20 odd announcements? I know
I would say slashers, probably Black Cobra 1 and 2. I'll classify them as 1, and probably so slashers, Devil's Sold.
Did you forget Gatorbait? Are you like dissing on Claudia freaking Jennings?
Oh, okay, and Gatorbait 1 and 2, right? But I was hoping they wouldn't announce another shot and video this week. So
here's the thing. Well, last week we got an announcement.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Alex, man, welcome. But it was like we were like we did at the last one. We were like kind of disappointed that was just an audio announcement. But we know because TerrorVision was around a lot longer as for doing records and soundtracks and stuff like that before they were ever doing movies. So we'll be like coming here to do the announcements, whether it's a movie or soundtrack, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably a little more into the soundtracks than you are because that's it's kind of that's my wheel. I love that.
I just want to say something quickly since Alex is here. His cat Max has been pretty rough. lately, and he had to go to the vet. And he seems to be doing okay, but he's a bit groggy and a bit thingy. So if everybody could just wish Max, healthy recovery, that'd be amazing.
As like the resident cat lover of Morocco, just second only to my better half. Hope that Max comes through just fine, and I'm sure he will. When they're groggy and they're like after coming from the vet, especially when they had a bit of a rough time, it's really hard because you see them like, and they're not totally their self, and you're like, because when they're jumping around and driving you crazy, you're like, oh man, I wish calm down a bit. I know they're calmed down. You're like, oh, drive me crazy a bit. Like I'm okay with it. Just do it, and I'm sure he will. Like he'll be there, like going nuts after a while, and just bugging you again. So that'll be, and you know what? You'll be super happy that he is. And then you'll be yelling at him a week later, but hopefully everything should be great.
I agree with you, Jose. Non-stop SOV does burn you out. It does feel that way at the minute. I don't mind Saturn's Core doing it because I know that's what they release.
Yeah.
That's their thing. So I don't mind so much. But when you get a company that has all these other things, you're just like, can you announce something different?
Oh, Hell's Highway isn't SOV. We got Brad right here, right now. I didn't think it was.
Someone else said it was. It looked like it.
Yeah, because I think this is one I don't know, but I knew a little bit because that's Phoebe Dollar.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So thank God it's not another SOV then. That's what I'm going to say.
I feel like the outlier because I was the first excited and I've ever. I just love the.
You love the cover.
Very shiny cover person, I am, and the idea of and here let me I'm going to peel the curtain behind a bit. I used to write film scripts for a company that no longer exists, and one of them got made. And don't look it up; it's horrible. It's on the early stage of digital. TV was the master. Cyril Ruppet's a digital.
Even Jose wasn't sure, so I'm not that bad on it.
See, why am I the only person that loves this cover? I love this cover, and I'm a shallow person when it comes to this type of stuff. Like I was the guy that went to the video store and rented this has a nice cover. So if you had a lenticular cover, like on your video or something kind of gimmicky, like you had a chromium cover, like VHS, like case, it doesn't matter what it was. Like it could have been. I totally ran that.
You know what? If it had lenticular eyes, that'd be pretty cool.
I'm going to disagree with you, Brad, here because I actually like this cover.
I just wanted to say, Dove Sidious said a little bit further up. He said, "Aaron, just suggestion for those who don't know Mel's channel, May to December. If it was in the description tile when he co-hosts, please could check out his fantastic content." I just want to say it so it wasn't forgotten because I saw it pop up.
Oh, that was very sweet, actually.
So thanks, Dove Sidious.
I should put that in the description when I'm co-hosting. I'm a bad person hosting. I'm a bad host. Bad Aaron. All right, so here's the thing. The thing is that for me, because I just read the description, I did my dramatic reading. I do that. It's a fun part of the channel. But it's like this is really a movie about like a girl trying to get away from this girl that's killing them all. And we got the highway and we got her eyes. We got Phoebe Dollar's eyes like kind of looming over. And that says a lot without saying a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a Scream cover. Like here's their faces. You know what I mean? Remember I hated those back in the 90s.
Like Final Stab.
Yeah. And I love Finals. I'm still watching you. That covers. Like that's Bleed. I love Bleed. I love Bleed from Tempe.
Bleed was good.
But I hated the cover. I love the white part of the cover, but I hated just the faces. For me, this is probably the most interesting announcement for me.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the thing. I wrote a movie back in the day called Hell's Cemetery. That's the name of it.
Is this the film that was stolen from you?
Yeah, it wasn't stolen from. It was like they didn't shoot like half the movie. Like the lead actor died and they didn't replace him. That's what happened.
Wow.
That's the one. But it had a character that did similar. Not like this. It's not Hell's Highway. It's not like, oh my god, it's the same idea. But no, but it had a feel to it. Like this is kind of what I wanted the feel to be. When I was writing the script. So what I'm hoping is this is one I will buy. This is the type that I will buy because it has that, there's an entity that I want there, and there is a style of film that I like, and it's kind of a comfort food for me. And also for me, I still want to see like the idea of that like kind of killer done really well. That female, I'm gonna guess supernatural killer.
Okay.
And because I'm still, as a creator, when I did Hell Cemetery, and we had this like ghostly killer that should have been like doing like just massively like slaughtering these people, one of which I guess just couldn't get recast.
This is one of your personal favorites, Brad. Is there much sex in it? Because that might make me like it a bit more.
Oh, Phoebe Dollar is really cute. I know that much right now. Have you looked her up, by the way?
Yeah, she's
Look her
great.
up, man. Now, is there any like chance of getting more of the Brain Damage catalog? Or not, maybe you can't say. Like I'm not comparing against Pop Brad, but that's kind of the thing, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna say they're great movies, but the Stephanie Beaton films, As the Werewolf, stuff like that, I kind of want them. Because the last time I saw them was on like a really low budget DVD company back in the day. I was not at a regular store, right? I was at it was at an electronics store, and he had like a lot of electronics, and he had this like random like spinner rack of like DVDs, right? And you could find like the craziest stuff there. Like, so I went in there and it was like Camp Blood 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, okay, I'll buy that.
That's not a good start, but yeah, go on.
I liked Within the Woods. I will stick with that. But Within the Woods is the best out of those films. I know that's not saying a lot, but it is. But yeah, they get worse as it goes past. I'm not gonna lie that. But the first three aren't, they're okay for what they are. I picked up like what was the one with the guy with it had the hockey mask? Bloody Murder 1 and 2. The Anderson releases from there.
Scream Bloody Murder 1 and 2.
Oh no, Bloody Murder. Like Bloody Murder is amazing. Was like
not amazing. But I think I've
like Tiffany Shepard
Bloody Murder. I think they're called in England Scream Bloody Murder because my nan had the VHS.
Oh really?
I think that's what they were called.
Literally put like a Jason mask, but he doesn't have a Jason mask in the movie, just on the cover.
Yeah, I think that was it.
But okay, this is the announcement for today, and I'm more excited. I'm more excited than most. I'm excited by this announcement. 2,000 units on this one here. We got more extras coming. I'm glad there's an interview with Phoebe Dollar. That's the one thing I really want out of this one right here. I'd like to see more Jeff Leroy's work. I've seen some, but that's why I thought it wasn't shot on video, because his other stuff wasn't. It was usually
this is frustrating. This is heartbreaking news for me, Brad.
What? No new deal.
Ashes was delayed, by the way.
Oh, there we go.
Well, as long as it's quality control, it's a good thing, but it still upsets me because I really want to see what the slip looks like.
That's understandable. I mean, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, I would 100% rather it be delayed than have it come out and have somebody get like a, and then 2 days later, you're like, oh, by the way, we're going to send you like a different disc. Like we don't want defect. We don't want anything being defective. We want things to come out.
So even Alex is upset now.
There you go. But at least we know, and it's still there you go. Like, we're working 24 hours a day on it.
I was going to buy 7 copies as well.
Well, you still probably, dude. Malcolm. You still will. This is you. I know you, man.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it doesn't matter. At least the wife won't be as angry with me today as she will like whenever.
But that's the thing. You got the big subscription. 3 different cuts,
That's true.
which is going to be like you might have 3 different cuts. Still working on that. So we'll
No,
pencil
I
that.
might messing with you, Brad. I did want to say obviously, but I can wait. I've got tons of movies to watch, let alone what's coming out. So it's just been a dream of mine for it on Blu-ray for so long.
Well, I think the thing is, and this is the good part here, is need to make sure everything do 5.1. Like put here, and I'm gonna. This is some people are gonna get pissed when I say this. Here's the thing: take a little bit longer because when it comes out, like I kind of want I want it.
What I want to know is there an interview of that woman who keeps getting her top ripped off by the killers? That's what I want to know. And if so, during the interview, does it get ripped off?
That is actually a genius idea. I'm not. Do you remember those Annie Sedaris movies? Like Mill Creek put them out first as a 12, and then like separately on Blu-ray.
Oh, and they the thing at the beginning.
Yeah, with Julie Strain.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Julie. But those were so good.
They were. When I got them, I honestly
thought you may have given them an idea that's like gets it delayed even longer. There you go.
Okay. Alex is excited.
Like he's doing interviews with the villains this week. I mean, it's an exciting time. Like slashers, I know are one that a lot of people have been excited about. You more so, I think. You've been like the proponent for slashers, like across the board. Like this is.
If someone said to me top 5 in modern horror movies, I'd put that in probably number 2.
And at the behest of all that, like he's done other movies too. That director, which I would love to see. He did. Did he do End of the Line? He did End of the Line, right? Yeah, like then you can see if you can find more from that director.
Oh.
My voice went for a second, guys. I do apologize.
I need to contact Brad anyway because I need to see if he's interested in buying my home movies with the wife.
Black Cobra, Tiger Joe, Tornado. That's the thing. What is everybody excited about when it comes to the TerrorVision announcements that are coming up? For me, like I've made no bones about the fact I'm a huge Claudia Jennings fan from back in the day when I was a kid. That's why the Gator Bait ones like just got me like in a good spot. The Black Cobra ones, I remember watching those on VHS. Slashers is one that I really like. The director in general, his films are stuff that I enjoy. Look him up, guys, because he's done other things that I think you're going to find interesting. That I wouldn't mind seeing getting a release. So
I did the same year as well, Alex. That's the crazy part. Same year.
When Slashers and Satan's Little Helper now it's become reality. That's the thing. People will say like, oh, well, we live, streaming is there, blah 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 blah. Physical media is dead and all that, and then we see stuff like this come. And this is what we want to see come because. Okay, you got like this or something that you've seen a dozen times.
This or Camp Blood 89.
Yeah. Or no, or let's not even like that. Let's not go there. Let's say like, hey, and I'm sure the Scream Factory is announcing their latest release. It's that release that they put it before.
Yeah.
But there's a different slipcover and it's a 4K restoration.
Inferno is going to be great, Jose. I've got to be honest, that was another one that excited me because it's, 112 years old now?
That is insanely amazing.
So that's something I'm looking
that kind of blew people away when we were talking about on the show.
I did actually forget about it.
Well, that's the thing. There's 20 odd releases. I'm going to forget stuff. Like I don't have a cheat sheet up here, which I probably should have when we do this TerrorVision. Actually, I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to go back to the original video. Like kind of do a cheat sheet so we can actually talk about that. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is the best for me, Brad. This is the best like slip cover you guys have done so far out of the announcement releases that since they recently started. This is one that will get my cash. So yeah, I'm. This is an Aaron thing.
Ooh,
And something special for Inferno's late it until we can confirm. Ooh,
that's gonna be amazing.
there's the thing. Delay some like if you know it's coming out. Here's the thing. I'll delay it like crazy until you can put out the ultimate copy because that is what you want. You want the all. You want.
I think what they're doing is they're gonna make a bundle where you can get the Inferno with Dante's Inferno, the PS3 game remastered for the PS5.
It's nothing but delays. I don't know. I'm as a gamer, like as a video game person that plays a lot of video games. I'll take delays over what I get when I get some video games over a Redfall situation. Like, oh look, it's out.
Aaron wants to bang the slip.
There you go. That is me and the slip need some alone time. Jose, that's it.
It's that eye action, isn't it?
It's got some sexy eye action there. Come on, Jose. Look at those eyes. Come on. Right?
They should have like a full flicker on them so they change color kind of thing in the light. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you want to do you want to get fancy with it. Then we get more delays because then we'd have to do get a little bit fancy with the slip.
Yeah, it does. Stuff always happens, Brad. You know, I like to joke around now and again when I say things like, like the game and that thing put with it, just to make it fun, in the chat. But, it'd be interesting to see what you come up with because, if you want to add something to say, it's kind of exciting because it means you're still getting something extra with it in a way.
Oh, that's the thing. Like here's my thought on a lot of this. Like here's TerraVision has moved onto their own stuff. They start up their subscription service, right? And which is amazing. So this is the year that they're putting out the releases and want to make sure they check all the boxes, get everything right, which is what you want. At the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to make sure that the QA. Like, what's one of the biggest complaints we have with the big companies a lot of time? Quality control's not there, right? That tends to be like the thing. Oh, they rushed this out. Quality control's not there. We're waiting for new people buy showgirls, waiting for new showgirls. And I'm not dunking on Vin saying I buy a lot of their stuff. I love that stuff, but I'm just saying just random, like same thing happened with Scream Factory, other companies like that. I bought the Friday 13th box set. There's issues with that type of stuff. Is next week a Blu-ray or music? Can you let us know ahead of time? I wonder, or both or neither. There's usually, I think there's a TerraVision Tuesday. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Brad, announcement like all the time. But there's the thing, that's the thing. Don't quality control is, don't do that, man. I can. Malcolm will cry.
I will. You got to send me all my stuff first.
No, don't do it anyway because we need as many companies putting out this type of stuff as possible. I want to see more unique stuff coming out.
I'm going to be honest here, right? So the first few releases that I saw, because they're SOV, I was a little bit, because I like SOV, but I'm not big on SOV. But I've always stuck by the thing that if I haven't seen it and it's something new, then at least it's something I get to give a chance to that I never saw before.
Yeah.
So I try and see it as a positive on all that, and sometimes you find films you really like that you never thought you would. And I've had that a lot with Saturn's Core ones, So I do look forward to watching them. I just sometimes feel like, when I find out something like Slashes, for instance, even though obviously it's been delayed, I'm excited for that and others, So I think that's just it for me, to be honest. But I'm happy with the releases that people, are getting because they might not have been released otherwise.
And it's the thing, like if we don't have companies putting out stuff like this, I got to retweet this because this is actually kind of cool.
What are you retweeting?
Oh, I'm just like the TerraVision announcement. Because I was just, yes, I am in love with that cover. That is the thing.
You're going to all do a copy right now, then?
Yes, we should have Blu-ray announcements every week for the rest of the year. There we go. So we have videos every week for the rest of the year. If this happens on Christmas, like our better half's gonna be like totally pissed.
Is there a Tuesday on Christmas? Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Ho ho ho.
Let's have a look.
That's a big thing to know, guys. Blu-ray announcements every week, hopefully for the rest of the year. Now, here's the thing: if you watch wrestling, card is subject to change. Things can happen. That's that's the way. That is the way that it works. But hopeful with Blu-ray announcements we'll pencil in for the rest of the year.
I'm looking forward to seeing what all these announcements are. I mean, I know some are going to be obviously what we already know, but I'm curious to say as they pop up.
That's some of the stuff that I want to know. I mean, because the stuff that we know, we don't know. We know we know names, and like for instance, Slashers is coming, but you're excited for that Slasher announcement because you want to see that slip. You want to know what those features are.
Well, I believe this is what's going to happen. I believe Slashers is going to be released with 3 discs with the 3 cuts, with figures of every killer, right, and of that woman topless on the floor.
You have like a very like we have plenty of movies that no one's asking for.
Let's be honest, right? That woman is part of the charm of that whole movie.
Is it like that? Where remember? God, what's the name of the movie? Remember Blood Harvest? Remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember Blood. Are you talking about the one with what's his name? Tiny Tim?
Yeah. So it's a favorite of mine from back in the day. I remember buying a retro media DVD copy of it back when it first came out.
Isn't that a Bill Rebane movie?
Yes, it is. I think. But what's crazy about it is there's a girl in the movie and she's literally getting like chloroformed all the freaking time. Like how she doesn't end this movie with brain damage is 100% beyond me. But it's hilarious. Although the best part of the movie is Tiny Tim. He just breaks my heart in that movie.
I think Obscure is good. I really do. You know.
Well, that's the thing.
It's in my collection.
That's why a lot of us like are collecting the stuff that we're collecting right now. If people weren't collecting the obscure stuff or the cult stuff or the different stuff, Kino, which is a massive label, would not be doing a Kino cult right now. They'd be sticking with just the regular stuff, right?
Yeah.
But no, they're putting out stuff like that. They're putting out like a bunch of stuff, Lauren the Exorcist. Places like Vinegar Syndrome, TerrorVision, Culture Shock, Arrow, Severin would not be the most popular thing that's on the go, and it is the most popular thing that's on the go. Oh, that's a good question, actually. Every film gets the same treatment, so we're looking at like probably around like 2,000 units for each one, which is good. Which I think is
so that means that I've said yes. But if Brad somehow, let's say, got the Harry Potter franchise, he'd get the same run as this, which is awesome because that shows that they care just as much about these type of movies as something big like Harry Potter.
I don't. Those are. I totally need more of those movies.
No, I mean this because of our.
No, I'm just joking. Sometimes slips will have more depending on the popularity. Yeah, if it's something like huge, obviously, if you see something, if something's coming out there like massively big, let's been a massive cult hit. Like it'll be like, okay, there'll be more slips on this one here, which makes sense. Then, but I'd say like having a ground amount, like okay, there's 2,000 slips no matter what. But if let's just say, I don't know, Halloween, okay, a Halloween movie, and all of a sudden TerrorVision putting a Halloween movie, of course you put up more slip copies of that one, but the run is still pretty much the same, right?
Well, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Hell's Highway was cheaper.
Trying to give peeps a break. That's actually kind of cool. Actually, it is like it's around $22, I think, around $22, $24.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And not only that. Again, I go back to the fact that it has the sexiest slip. I can't get over that. There we go.
You might need to get 2 copies of this because I got a feeling one's going to get damaged. And the other one needs to be graded.
My Hell's Highway has come. I need some alone time. There we go. But no, I mean, like, in all honesty, for me, this is more of an like, it's the type of film I like. I'm honest. Like, the Worms one was not like my type. Like I said, like, it wasn't my type of thing. So I was kind of, that was my mad title, and this is like more in my wheelhouse. And there's gonna be times when Malcolm's gonna be super excited with stuff, and I'm not gonna be as excited, and vice versa. And there's gonna be times when we're both excited and wanting to like just take our slipcovers to our rooms. But but no, I actually like this. This is like my favorite announcement, Brad, that you guys put out. Not of the 20, like that's obviously that's my favorite announcement. But of the single announcement that we've seen released so far, this is my most intriguing one that
Right.
I've seen. There's something about this, and I know some of Jeff Leroy's work, so that I'm excited about. I'm
It's
excited
also
about the upcoming slashers. I'm kind of glad. Like, I'm not glad it's delayed, but I'm glad for the reason that it's
don't
delayed.
say that.
I'm glad for the reason it's delayed because
Why can't we go back in time and it gets sorted and then be released like 10 weeks before now?
then we'd be back in the day of the Anchor Bay days of 25 releases of Evil Dead and 25 releases of Halloween. Because remember that? Remember, like, oh yes, I finally have a Halloween on VHS. Look how amazing this. What do you mean there's
Yeah.
another one coming next month? What do you mean I got to buy another Halloween next month? The 7 copies of Evil Dead with different covers and with slightly different sometimes footage. Like in once, like, no, this is you got to get this one because this one's got a cut where he's jumping over a fence. Oh, you're right. I totally got to rebuy that movie again. We do not realize how lucky we are when it comes to these with this stuff. We have lived, Malcolm, through a different time.
That's true.
But
I feel so. I feel great about all these releases coming out for people. You know, because you can guarantee something like Hell's Highway is somebody's favorite. Like, when I say somebody, I don't mean just one person. You know, because there's billions in the world, but you can guarantee that it's some people's favorite films when they were growing up looking in video stores and stuff.
Which is the thing to actually.
You know, I mean, there's films that I love, but nobody remembers.
And that's the thing. That's what we just mentioned before this even started. Like when this came up, I was like, you know, Eyes of the Werewolf. You know, who besides me?
True. Like Dead Man on Campus.
Yeah, exactly. Though I think more people might remember Dead Man on Campus because
when I mention it on Popsicle, most people don't even talk about it.
It has a bigger names to it, though. I mean, like, I'm willing to bet people don't know the actors from Dead Man on Campus a lot easier than. Why can't links be posted here? I know. You should be able to. Let me just see if I can do something here. No, it's not going to work. Post on your Twitter account. Let me check it out, man. Yeah, we have some. Some of the side by side work. Okay, let's show this actually.
Let's see.
Let's do this. Let's do it this way. And I'm going to go at the chat part for a second, guys, because I want to put on the big one. So let's bring my Twitter up here. I want to see big pictures. Okay, man.
When it comes to sexy slips, which slip cover of all time has made your pants tightest?
Oh no, there's a massive difference here, man. Literally, I had to reinstall the Twitter here because it couldn't have that blue bird on anymore. That's why. Bloody hell! Oh no, let's not have it. Let's get as generic as possible with an X. Thank you, Elon Musk.
I'm trying to think, Dove said yes.
So let's look here at some of the side-by-side shots from the work that they did, the restoration work that they did.
All right. Okay.
Now, if my dad's here and you're, Dad, this is how you tell. Don't blow up too much. No, it's understandable. Don't worry. It's not. There we go. Hell's Highway right there. What do you think,
Wow.
guys?
I see a big difference
Yeah, and trust me, go to Twitter, guys.
in the
You'll
colouring. I
see.
mean, in
Make
the
sure you're
colouring.
following Brad Henderson. It's Brad F. Henderson on Twitter. And you can see I am following.
There he is.
Let's retweet that because I'm. No, this is one for me. This is one, guys. This is one for me. You can tell my excitement. This is one of my fanboy times with certain films, certain types of films. I just love.
When does it come out?
The release for that one is coming out in October. It's going to ship in October, so you can do a pre-order now. This one right now is only $22.99. It's one of the less expensive titles, as we know. You get the slipcover variant, which you know you guys want. You want to get slipcover, and this will be in your package, man.
I'm excited about that. When are you going to pick it up, do you think? Oh, it's frozen. Let's see. While Aaron's frozen, let's see what sexiest slipcover. I can tell you my sexiest book cover at the minute. It's called Not Virgin. Trying to think of slips. Try not to think of a dirty movie slip either.
What have you been talking about since I lost it?
Dove Sidious had asked when it comes to sexiest slips, which slip cover of all time has made your pants the tightest? So I was trying to figure it out.
That's an after party question. I just.
All right, after party then.
It's time for the after party, I think, guys. I want to say right now, thank you so much,
Brad,
for coming in and letting us know.
Yes, definitely. I forgot about that.
So much information when it comes to this stuff. Keep watching here, guys, because every week, Terror Vision Tuesday, we do it every Tuesday. Every time there's an announcement, we're here for that. If anything comes up in between that, we cover that as well. We're lucky enough to get Brad to pop into the chat, giving us some information, and we're excited for next week. I'm very excited.
We're doing the after party next, so nobody leave.
I have to wait to buy my movies. That's the thing. Or, like I do now, Master Chaos. I was like, you know what I do? With their Aladdin Rock. What, dude? You serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? I have to send them to my parents and pick them up there. So I get my movies like two or three times a year. So basically, it goes one of three places. If it's a UK-based or European-based film, I buy it. It gets sent to Paris. If it is a North American-based film, it gets sent to my mom or my dad. Usually, my mom, when it comes to a lot of the releases that I do for different companies. But my dad, when it comes to certain ones, I don't want to send to my mom, right?
Yeah.
It's all
so
CGI.
You think you might end up picking that movie up in November or something, when you're traveling?
Yeah, that's what. Well, obviously, I'm still gonna have to order it. But I love to buy it in a brick and mortar store, but that's not the world we live in anymore.
No.
But that's definitely one of the ones that I'm going to be looking towards. I have a list, Malcolm. I have a list, and it keeps getting bigger. Damn it, of things that I want to pick up, like movies, books, video games, stuff like that. When I get to Canada. So when I say I'm going to have to work when I go to Canada, I'm going to have a working vacation.
Yep.
That is not a joke. That's for real. That's what's really happening. I'm doing a working vacation.
So if you see some man walking down the highway trying to flag you down, you know what he's doing.
That's it. If you see me on a street corner, guys, that's you know what it is. Working hard.
Trying to get those extra bucks.
Working hard, though. God, that came in horribly wrong until I read it sometime.
So everybody knows, the after party is coming straight after this. So join us there.
Yeah, right here on this channel. It's not on a Patreon or anything like that. It's right on the channel. So we're just going to be going right into the after party And my name is Aaron. This is Malcolm, Madman Malcolm. And we will see you just in a few minutes at the after party. Thank you, Brad. Thanks, everybody. This was an exciting announcement.
See you later.